guys, welcome. I'm Tracy. It's my channel, Tracy from the Mermaid Cove, and I'm out here, y'all. Here's my mug, Joy. It has a message for you. Find a place inside where there's joy, and the joy will burn out the pain. Joseph Campbell, y'all. That's a good cup of coffee this morning. I'm running my hose over this empty spot where Beverly's gonna put Black Eyed Susans and some other kind of thing. It just feels good to be out in fresh air. The weather's been phenomenal. It's unbelievable, really. I mean, just thankful. But yeah, so yesterday I ended up doing not all my pantry, but I would say 3/4 of my pantry. To let a bunch of stuff go for the pantry, to the food bank, and then start looking at the quality of food in there. So I have 10 heavy bags to bring to the food bank. And what's interesting is I may have eaten some of it. Let's just take out the fact whether it's, hazardous for you. But I may have eaten it maybe in the next year, maybe not. Somebody's going to all that will probably be gone in a month. So that's, it's like check yourself at the checkout. Yeah. But I'm going to do better on many levels. So yeah, so I got that going on, and I didn't get much else done. I woke up, y'all, with a crank. Oh, my neck was just so tight. I just stood in the shower with hot water for like 20 minutes, much to Clara's, she was upset because she was ready to eat. It was 6:15. I'm like, you can wait. You can wait so I can move my head better, so it feels better now. The miracle of hot water. Yeah. So Bev's coming. We're going to go out and do something fun and have lunch. We're going to plant the thing and look around and, yeah. I mean, it's not crazy. I probably need to weed whack next week. The clover's everywhere now. But that's prettier to look at than a bunch of burnt grass and thistles. So, yeah. And then one of my goals is get my car back in the garage, which I could actually do now. I would just have to move everything. But there's a center piece that I just want to go through and sort through and figure out what to do with it, whether I want it or not, that kind of thing. But yeah, I could park in right now if I wanted to. So, and I got these things to put in my engine, so I need to watch YouTube about that and do that. So yeah, and I have tomorrow off, which is nice. Got a doctor's appointment, and it's going to be a couple errands. And then yeah, we'll see. But today, I think I have a bunch of things. I hopefully have 25 things to also bring to the food bank, so I want to film that. But I'm going to work on my kitchen first. And, sometimes you have these glass containers, you have to kind of rearrange everything, but I got them all washed, ready to go. Pretty much done with my laundry other than my nice tops. My goal is to have that all washed and put away by July 1st. Seems reasonable. I can start I got to remember to do that. And then, I'm thinking tomorrow's Monday. I'm going to start edging towards gluten-free. Yeah. I think, it's doable. And I'm not going to rush out and try a bunch of, gluten-free things. I'm just going to, the next couple of weeks, there's enough that I can have that's gluten-free naturally before I start thinking, I'm going to make my tortillas. Yeah, with cassava flour. But I don't want to go out and buy a bunch of stuff. So, yeah. But what's so nice about my pantry now, I can see what I have. It's amazing how that works, right? You buy something, you're going to use it. Like, look at all these box mixes, you guys. I bought with the intention of trying them, and then a new box mix, and then I got box mixes. It's crazy. So like I said, I'm going to donate a lot, but I have to get eggs and butter and all that kind of stuff, so it's complete. So if you're donating to a food bank, they have pancake mix, that's complete. They have, we just have water, right? Take all kinds of stuff like that. That's what you want to give. I do have some buttermilk crusties, and I think that's complete. So I'm going to look at that. If that is, I'm going to go ahead and give that to them. It's not open. And I know Trader Joe's, I might buy a couple things. Like I think they have like gluten-free like pancake mix. Maybe something like that I'll try. But the idea is not to have a bunch of things that look like things, but things that are naturally gluten-free. So maybe I'll get one thing in case I'm desperate for something that looks like something. Does that make sense? So yesterday was a complete change within seconds. Well, I had it in the back of my mind like I wanted to do my pantry. I'm like, well, you can't really see your pantry, and you know, you need to work on, you know, you said you work in the garage. And I thought, yeah, I want to do my pantry. I want to, you know, set myself up to be as successful as I can be. I know what I have to eat, whether I feel like it or not. I know what's there. I can see it. I can get to it. But like I said, I didn't go through baking stuff. And there's another like container with just random stuff also I need to go through. And I have all my hot chocolate stuff. Truth be told, I'm not the biggest hot chocolate drinker. I do love it occasionally, but I'm not just like come home and get my hot chocolate. I'm not. So I think I need to look through that and be a little more ruthless. Well, the Yucca app will help me, but now I got that really good chocolate Belgian mix. That will be my new hot chocolate, right? Because you can have it cold or hot. I should try it hot and see if I like it. So yeah, I'll do that. And, you know, why? But if it's open, yeah, I can't give that away. But yeah, Beverly needs the ground to be soft enough so she can dig holes for all these plants. But yeah. It's not even 60 degrees. It's what? June 17th? 18th today? No, is today the 19th or is it tomorrow? Juneteenth. But it's just pleasant. Yeah. I watched some YouTube yesterday, which I really don't want to do anymore because I kind of troll, but I did catch up with Katie Hespy. And I was watching all the Trader Joe's ones. So I did do that, but I will have that Tom Hanks movie that I will watch tonight because I have to return it on Tuesday. So it's tonight or tomorrow night. That's that. So what are you guys doing? Are you guys going on vacation? Let me know in the comments. Where are you going on vacation? I'm having a staycation. But, you know, when I get a roommate and Jackie and Bailey move, I might, in the winter, go fly out and see them. That would be fun, and see my friends that live in Arizona. But, yeah. So it's another summer without the pool. But, you know, I really have this project of releasing stuff and, you know, not that that replaces a pool. But, you know, I can take breaks and come out and read when it's not too hot. It's just hard. It was hard Friday for some reason. You know, because I would have been heading over to Angela's to hang out at the pool with her and have dinner. I miss that so much. And then, you know, being in the Safeway, picking up stuff for her. She would go and call me and like, what do you need from the Safeway? And drop by, always buy like a box of donuts for the staff kind of thing. It's just, you know, you have those moments where they come up and just like, whoosh, kind of knock you down, and you're at least expecting it, right? Sometimes you see the wave come. Other times you're down on the ground, you're like, what? I didn't see that. Yeah, let me see. We just have not been getting a lot of rain, y'all. Yeah. Well, I'm hopeful. You know, I have a lot of aches and pains that I know is not from what I'm doing. it's from, I'm going to assume it's from my food. I'm just going to do that. And we'll see. And hopefully 6 weeks of really committing to no gluten. I'm also watching dairy, though I can't give up everything because I want to be successful at the gluten. But thinking about it and moving away from it more. Well, I like cheese on bread. I like a little cheese in my eggs, but I'm going to have feta. And I like to put my eggs in one of those low carb tortillas. Y'all, they are terrible for you. They're hazardous. So, I'm going to think all this through. Yeah. Now, having said that, Beverly made me a really good, this yummy, and I've made it for y'all before, pasta casserole. It's like poor man's lasagna, but it has sour cream in it and some cheddar cheese. So good. But yeah, so that will be my dinner tonight. Except we're going to go out and get Greek food. And they have the best hamburgers, But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And my thinking is, I'm going to feel so good, I'm not going to want to eat it again. I mean, there are people who's terribly sick. We have a clean crew with special needs, and most of them have food intolerances. So it's hard because I like to bring things, like Trader Joe's things and stuff. But now I'm going to have to rethink it. Like I brought everyone an apple. I could bring everyone a banana. If I do make some kind of gluten-free thing, I could share that with them. But, sugar goes hand in hand. But I'm thinking if I'm not having ice cream, I'm not having cake or candy, stuff like that, that will go with it. The sugar will start to ease out. And I want to start reading again. I've been talking about it. I need to start doing it. Got some good books to read. But tell me, y'all, what are you reading? Are you waiting for something? What are you waiting for? Is there something coming out you're excited about? Now, I have this book that Downsizeology wrote, a book about food prepping. And it's so funny because I saw it on her channel. I'm like, oh, I want that. And then it's on my table in my house. So anyway, I did something I usually don't let myself do anymore. I bought it from Amazon because I want to mark in it, and I don't want, sometimes I make a photocopy and that's it, but she does have like cassava tortillas. Most of the stuff, there's some curry stuff I wouldn't eat. Most of it is stuff I would eat. So, and she has dairy and non-dairy versions, but I'm going to deep dive that book. Like, I don't want to get tons of like non-gluten cookbooks. I want to just kind of start with this book and make it my Bible and work with that. So that's what I'm going to do. And then watch some of the YouTubers, that are doing that. And then share it with y'all. Maybe I'll have to do a daily, day 1 without gluten. Day 2 without gluten. But, I'm going to do a real good inventory tomorrow morning on how my body feels, or even maybe when I go to bed tonight. And I know keeping a journal of what I eat, how I feel, is important. And, yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. Not what I want to do, what I'm going to do. God knows I have enough notebooks, y'all. Don't need to run up to the Dollar Tree to get a notebook. We'll to the Dollar Tree tomorrow. So tomorrow, my doctor's appointment, I'm going to take the rest of Christmas to the Salvation Army. And then I'm going to, I want to run in Big Lots. They have really cool calendars. And I usually get mine it start in July and end in June. Walmart has some too, but I want to try Big Lots. That was my favorite last year. And then, because I had 3. Then I'm going to postpone Price Club because I want to get the storage, but I want to see what I have that really works before I do that. And I still, I really have to hold myself accountable and let more stuff go in the garage. I do. I've been working on my library. I'm not going to deep dive it, but that's where my treadmill is. And I want to feel comfortable in there on that and clear my desk so I could sit there. And eventually that's where I want to do some filming other than grocery stuff. Yeah, well, lots of good ideas, you guys. And then part of me just wants to lay on my couch and watch YouTube. Or about ancient aliens, y'all, that stuff. Now, I have not deep dived the alien stuff going on. I mean, I know, I don't think we're surprised, right, that the government, I think maybe what is kind of shocking is that nobody, until this gentleman, has talked about it. But I wonder what I didn't read. So what are his concerns? Like, I mean, can you imagine some poor alien being captured and held captive at, I don't know, 3,000 feet below the earth? I don't know. But, I mean, I can't imagine that there's not other life. Why wouldn't there be? Maybe after this big mistake, God created other worlds. But it's interesting, but I thought I don't have time to get all whipped up in that. But that show about ancient aliens is very interesting. It's just so different. Taking a breath, y'all. A couple birds around, but they're not my favorite people right now because they give me weeds. The other thing we're going to do. So my garage door, the strip to one side, they have definitely chewed. So, I don't know. I definitely cannot do it by myself. I know I can't. I don't have even the hand strength to pull off the old one. But, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get duct tape and I'm going to put poison in between the duct tape. And then I'm going to duct tape that duct tape there. So they're going to have to chew through it. And then hopefully they'll get that poison. And then the ones that make it through, I'm going to do some of the poison and mix it, crunch it up and mix it with peanut butter. But I'm going to spear it in a way that they're going to get it on their paws, right? I don't know how much they have to have, but it'll be more poison than peanut butter. Because I'm not going to feel comfortable until I know they're not coming in. I feel like that's the way they're coming in, for sure, because it's easy. But I will get someone here to replace that. And hopefully that will make a huge difference, Well, it will. So that will help keeping them out. And then, doing my sprays and the stuff. But this one thing, I got these balls that smell like, they have like a mothball smell. Not as strong, but yeah, I don't like that. And if it's in a container and, the paper smells like that. I don't like that. It's not going to work for me. Maybe in boxes where I'm trying to decide or I don't want them. I don't know. But it's a peppermint spray. It smells really good. And I can spray around stuff and on stuff. By that, I don't mind. It makes the garage smell good. And then I also have, maybe when I'm out there, I have a diffuser I got peppermint oil. So that's going to smell nice. But I would only have that on when I was around, I think. But when I'm out there. But it's exciting. I mean, to get back to parking my car in there will be nice. And, even if I get ready for work, I'll give myself 20, 30 extra minutes, get in there. And especially the mornings, I don't have to go in and go through a box. And get boom, boom in my car in the trash. Yes, I think I want it. So when I get through, this is the goal. And this kind of thing I love. This is where I need y'all. I need Peter Walsh, y'all. Can you get me Peter Walsh? When all is said and done, and I've touched every book in the garage and have either let a bunch go or the mice have made me let a bunch go or donated a bunch back to the library, what I have left, y'all, what I'm going to do one day is I am going to put them like with like. So here are my Richard Scarry books. Here are my picture books. Here are the older books. Here are the ones with great covers. So Beverly and I, and I'll have to grab one and show you guys. But Beverly and I started making these things. We call them Alma Lunas, which is her grandma and my grandma. And they're like, we call them bound objects. This is kind of before junk journals, y'all. And we just were never focused enough to really sell them. I think we would have been very successful. But we take old book covers, and she did something to the spine, and we found papers, right? So we had all kinds of different interesting papers in there. And sometimes I would get the paper, I would pull the papers. I was a terrible cutter straight. But yeah, and we would stamp in them and put things in them. And, honestly, I should try to sell some because we have some. It's just a lot, you have to, someone gives you the money, you got to get your product out. So, but I'm not letting those go. But I'll have to show you them. They're really cool. But I have tons of books I bought and saved and rescued because they had interesting paper in it. So even if, let's say, we were going to make 100 more, which would be a lot, right? But, if we sold them for like, I don't know, I think we could probably get $60-80 for them. Let's say 100, which is a lot more than we would charge. That'd be, but I think sometimes too money comes to you in other ways. Income. But yeah, so that is kind of, so, do I need 3 books on tango dancing? Do I need 3 books on drawing the human form? Do I need 5 books on space? Yeah, I'd like to have one, and there's such cool stuff going. But one of the things I'm going to work on today is getting my kitchen table. And, really, it's just things I put on there to do. So I'm going to work on that. And then I'm going to really, along with being gluten-free, I'm going to be, if I can do this in less than a minute, done. Less than 5 minutes, and I'm not rushing to work, done. Because it makes it so much easier than having a big mess. So that's my goal, because I really want that table to be about my art. I really am going to start hardcore doing art because it makes me happy, and I need something this summer to really focus on. I mean, decluttering is great and important, but having something that's my passion and indulging in it every day and flexing that muscle, and and Jane Chip, this book I'm getting, I always forget to get my mailbox. Y'all been going all the time. But, she wants me to post what I'm doing and tag her. So I want to do that. I really don't want this to be, again, I get my intentions are great. They are. But, it's planning, and it's saying, 5 days a week, I have this 2-hour block set out to do art. And if that means getting up early, it means getting up early. But, I can't do what I did in the garage. It was an emergency. I felt like a crisis where I had to be in there as much as I could just to get this stuff done. But I really do want to declutter the living room and the library first. Like, not deep dive the library, but just where I feel comfortable. You guys, I love office supplies. I love old office supplies. Like when you're thrifting, old paper, oh my God, you guys. Just my drawers alone at my desk, I was like, wow, we're going to have to share the wealth, but not now. But I just want all the books dealt with in there. I want stuff off the floor so I feel comfortable. So that is the plan there. And then deep dive the living room so someone can come. And I'm not going to give myself dates, but soon. Have me a roommate. My leap of faith. So we're going to have some nice mud over there. But yeah, so that's what's going on. It is, what time is it? Like, this Fitbit drives me, anyway, 7 something. So I guess go up and think about lunch, breakfast. Yeah. I meant to boil eggs yesterday and I didn't. So I'd like to do that. I've been looking at many people do their eggs differently. So what do y'all do? Tell me what you do. Like, some people put them in cold water, and then when it's boiling, you turn it off with the lid and let it sit. Some people let the water boil, put the eggs in, When it comes back to a boil, you do 5 minutes or whatever. It's interesting, all these different ways to boil an egg, but nobody wants that yucky ring, right? Yeah, and that's usually tougher for me, but I got my little alarm to remind me to stop what I'm doing and then put it in an ice bath so it immediately stops cooking. Yeah, so I got that going on. It's, yeah, back to food. I have these really good Trader Joe's rice and crackers, they're gluten-free. Gonna have hummus. I'm gonna try to make my own hummus. I'm gonna make my own for sure. I'm gonna make my own taco seasoning today or tomorrow, and have a jar of that ready to go. Because I can throw that. I love that flavor, and I can throw that on anything. But I'm not gonna be restrictive on my meat. Except for ham. Yeah, I have I have a couple of packages of ham frozen, but I'm gonna try to lay off the ham. I'm gonna eat up the last package, cut it up in eggs and stuff, but until I find a really, Oscar Mayer's supposed to have a really decent ham, nitrate free, and the problem with ham too is they use either carrageenan or caramel color, and that caramel color, y'all, is just bad. So that's okay. I'm looking at all the things I eat all the time. Y'all, I lost one of my earrings. So, okay. I'm going to go get my day going. And it's always nice to start with y'all. Go heat up my coffee. But you guys, you have a great day. Thanks for chatting with me. And I will see you at some point today. I'll probably put you on fast forward while I'm dealing with my kitchen. So, all right.